So, Gymshark, Alphalete, you've probably heard of them both. You might even wear both of them, but which one's better? Let's dive in and find out. Okay then, so I've already done an individual review on each company on their latest launches, so be sure to check both of those out if you haven't already. So the aim of the video is to break it down to little sections. I'll talk about price, the range for both male and females, the quality, the fit, the service, the returns, all of that, so you can kind of compare both the companies head to head. And it, I must just say it's from my own experience. If you guys have had similar or different experiences, please let me know in the comments below. I'd be interested to hear how you guys have got on with both of them as well. So starting this off, talking about price range, I believe the companies are quite competitive. I've picked up t-shirts from both companies' websites for kind of in the mid-20s. If you're looking for some of the more performance tops, the kind of Phantom range, or the Alphalete performance tees, you're looking at 30 plus. The jackets, again, probably around 30-40 pounds for the hoodies. But then Alphalete does go a little bit higher when it's gone onto its premium line. And I've done a review as well about their premium line, the premium range. The joggers are fantastic, and I do believe they are worth that price increase. So it's 20 to 30 pounds fair for t-shirts you're going to wear in the gym. For both companies, I'd say yes, they both get a pass on that. However, if you are paying your 20 or 30 pounds plus, we need to talk about the quality. To be honest with Gymshark, I've never had an issue with any of their products. I've bought short sleeves, long sleeves, tank tops, jackets. Everything's always been durable. I've worn it for years, and as I say, never had to send one item back. So when talking about the fit, I believe that Gymshark are far more consistent than Alphalete are right now. Every shirt that I've ordered from Gymshark, I'm size small across all the range, has always fit exactly the same, nice fitted where you want it to. It's always been durable and never had any issues in the gym. However, when I've bought Alphalete performance tees before, again, all size small, some of them, if you try them on first time and they'll fit. I've tried another one on before and the arms have been really baggy and really loose, and then I've had to wash it 2 or 3 times to make it shrink a little bit. So out of the 3 or 4 performance t-shirts that I've had, not one has been exactly the same as the last. So I do believe that Alphalete is lacking in a little bit of their consistency issues with the fit. So Gymshark takes a point there for the fit. Looking at the quality, have I had any defects with any of the products that have arrived? With Gymshark, I haven't. I don't believe that I've had to send any products back to them at all, or even message customer services, etc. However, with Alphalete, I don't believe I'll be the only one saying this. I had a few issues with the zips with the V2, and when you zip them down, when you put them back up, it didn't actually close the zips. It was just a big gaping hole. To be fair, the team were great. Derek got me another pair sent out. However, the same issue happened again, and that's when I think they started to realise that there was a bit of an issue across the range, because Christian spoke about it in some of his vlogs, and Derek again emailed to say that if you just pull it down even further, it will go all the way up. And to be fair, that fixed it. At first I was a little bit concerned, but with the new range, the premium joggers, I've not had an issue at all with the zips, so it does seem like they've taken it on board and fixed it. In terms of variety, what do both companies offer? Gymshark have got a wide selection in terms of your tops, long sleeve, short sleeve, tanks, zip up hoodies, actual hoodies, shorts, joggers, and that's just on the male range. And the females, I've got a whole collection themselves. I don't actually know what the split would be on Gymshark, but I know they've got a huge female following as well. As for Alphalete, they've, to be fair, just started to expand and get more variety in their products. They released their boxers, their shorts came out recently, obviously their premium line, and before that it was kind of their performance tees and their joggers. I will say though that Alphalete is definitely streaks ahead in terms of their lifestyle wear. They're probably the only kind of clothing lifestyle gym company in one that I know of doing that successful. So in terms of the ranges, do they both apply to male and female? Gymshark, absolutely. It almost feels like it's a 70-30 split in terms of 70% females, 30% males with Gymshark. I know from watching Ben's vlogs that the female stuff sells out straight away. It can literally be online for 30-40 seconds and it's gone. I know when Kirsty tried to order stuff, she's gone on it 2 minutes past 3 when the launch has been at 3 o'clock and everything's been sold out. So they've definitely got a big demand on the female side. As for Alphalete, I think Christian knows that they're lacking in that sort of side. Maybe being with Heidi now, she can bring some of her talents in there because she's got a big female following. But they are trying to expand there. Kirsty hasn't bought anything off Alphalete just yet, but I think she will in due course.
Bruh.
What about shipping? Well done to Alphalete, no more custom charges, no more kind of week 10, 2 week waits for your orders. They've got that kind of UK hub now, which is great for us in the UK. Not sure how quick it gets to the rest of Europe, I know when they did their first launch here, there was a few issues because you paid $6.99 or whatever it was for next day delivery, but it was over Easter. So you ordered on the Friday, but you didn't actually get your product to the Tuesday or Wednesday. You know, these things happen. I don't think Christian obviously realised that was going to be the case, and he apologised in a later vlog. But since I've ordered, kind of it's your normal 2 to 3 days, no issues. Same with Gymshark, 2 to 3 days, and both packages arrive. They're really aesthetic. They're really, really nice. Packaged really well. No rips in the packages. So you know, from both companies, a big well done. So how do the companies deal with out of stock items and restocks? Ben spoke about this in one of his recent vlogs, and it was really, really interesting to see that it's primarily based off the size of Gymshark at the minute in their warehouses. It's just not big enough, so if they're moving to a new hub, hopefully that issue probably won't be resolved because of the demand, but hopefully they can help it and maybe last 2 or 3 minutes longer in their launches. Also, I know some of their stuff is limited. They like to do those little pop-up shops and whatnot where you can get certain little items that you can only buy there. And I think that's great, rather than just having endless supplies of Gymshark and seeing it everywhere. Just having those little pieces that you can pick up here and there and make it even more valuable. In terms of Alphalete, there's been a few times when they've gone out of stock on some t-shirts that I've wanted on some ranges, but I think they are getting better with restocks. And Christian's really good at explaining when the ranges are coming out, how long they're going to be up for, and they've done a great job as well when they do bring in new lines about trying to get rid of their old stuff by having like a huge discount on stuff. There's t-shirts on there you can pick up for 3-4 quid. It's a great job from both of them. So starting with the top half, which company do I prefer for kind of t-shirts and performance line? I would have to say Gymshark. I think their Phantom line is untouchable. Honestly, just fits in all the right places. It just hugs you. It's durable, and just fits really, really well. In terms of the Alphalete, I've already spoken about performance tees issues in the past with the sleeves not fitting correctly, and you know, the right arm being tighter than the left arm and whatnot. So I still do believe they've got a little bit of work to do on that. So in terms of a top half, Gymshark takes it. However, in terms of bottom half, I'd say the premium line joggers are the best joggers that I've ever worn, you know, in and out of the gym. I had some Gymshark joggers. I sold them because they look like pajamas. They didn't taper in at the bottom, which I really wanted, whereas the premium line not only taper, but they feel really, really lightweight, and they come in some really nice colour schemes, and they are worth that little extra bit of money. So if you've been on the edge about, oh, you know, should I test out the premium line, go ahead and do it. Trust me, you won't regret it. So I'll prove that by putting up some photos where you can see that I'm wearing the kind of Gymshark tops and the Alphalete bottoms. I think they do go together really, really well. And in an ideal world, I'd love it if the two companies could come together, Ben, Christian, and see what issues they could help with each other, because I know if they got the two of them together, they'd come up with some serious products for all gym users, because right now, obviously, they're competitors. I'd love it actually if they did a little launch somewhere, like a little pop-up shop together. That'd be absolutely crazy. So the pros to Gymshark being, I think the tops are just far superior to any other gym company out there, including Alphalete. The ranges they've got with the male and female, and also their customer service when, you know, Kirsty's had to use it before, has been absolutely fantastic as well. The cons to Gymshark, I'd say that the joggers, I'd love for them to kind of develop those a little bit and kind of make more of a lightweight, tailored fit like the premium line, which kind of leads onto the pros of Alphalete, which would be the bottom half. The premium joggers for sure are the best bottom half gym line that I've ever worn. What more can I say? The cons for Alphalete for me, the kind of downside to it would be that the performance tee sleeve issue. I hope they get around to sorting that, because you know, I do like some of their t-shirts, but I've had to kind of hesitate because I know that one, the sleeves might not fit. I might have to wash it a few times to get it down to size, and I just kind of want to wait for them to finalise that fit, which I'm sure they will. They're still a new company. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's a little bit different, kind of a head-to-head comparison between the two companies. As I say, they're both fantastic, both got great leaders, both got visible leaders, which is great, you know, through YouTube and the vlogs and whatnot, so you can see what's happening with the companies day to day, week to week. I do think they can compete with Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, etc. And if not, I see Gymshark actually overtaking those companies and being number one. And with Alphalete being such a small company with a small team, I think they're doing absolutely fantastic for the size they are. And give them a few years when they've had a little bit more experience, I think they'll be on their way to catching up Gymshark too. I recommend for you, I am going to sit on the fence for this and say purchase a few items from both, and because they both do have qualities that you'll enjoy. If you've already bought from Gymshark and Alphalete, please leave me a comment with what's your favourite. I'd love to hear other people's opinions. Like the video, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.